amazing performance from Hosier. That was unreal. I'll be chatting to you later, hopefully, if that's all right with you. And of course, we have the wonderful Sinead O'Connor here. Let's hear from her. That's kind of weird, having to, because he has taken me to church, and of course you're single from your album. Take me to church as well.
I think we have the same song title and the same guitar. So there's something going on.
Next you're going to shave your head.
That is such a...
Yeah.
No, you know what? No,
yeah,
that song is so killer, it's not funny. Oh, God.
Brilliant. It's brilliant. And yours. And yours. No, it's not to be confused to anybody. They're two completely separate songs, let me say. And your song, when I heard it, I just threw everything down, and I just thought, oh my God. And then I was listening to it in the back room, and I was listening to it again, and I just wanted to just run in and grab you by the ears and kiss you, but you were busy. Here, grab me by the ears. It was brilliant. It's an amazing song, amazing song. Really, really got to me. And that's from your album, I'm Not Bossy, I'm the Boss.
Yeah.
I know you changed it. Hang on, lipstick. I don't mean to lick you like a mug. That's a gorgeous album. The album is phenomenal. Went to #1, and you changed the title of it.
Yeah.
Tell us about changing the title, because I love.
I don't know if it's this way for you, but often in the music business, female and male artists, we get treated like we're working for the people that's actually working for us. You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of how the music business operates. I'm sure Paul knows what I'm talking about. He's laughing over there. Like, that's the way it has operated. That's the whole premise on which the whole thing works. Yeah. If that falls apart, the whole thing falls apart. And I don't know. I imagine that can be exaggerated when you're a female. I could be wrong, but being...
No, it is.
You know, acting like a boss or expecting to be treated like one is discouraged. And I've often dealt with issues around that over the years, and I was just dealing with some issues as that campaign came about, I'm Not Bossy, or whatever, the Ban Bossy campaign, which was really aimed at young girls, like to encourage young girls it was okay to be assertive, but it actually inspired me as a boss, that actually it was okay for me to want to be perceived as the boss and to want people who I'm paying $4,000 a month to actually take my instructions down then or whatever. So I was able to take my power as a woman, as a female boss. And I really was, and it really changed my life.
And your album, I'm Not Bossy, I'm the Boss, has gone flying to #1. Great album. You must be delighted in people paying attention to your music and not all the rubbish gossip that must have driven you mad. Because people kept asking about your private life for a while, and it's really none of their business.
Oh, well, you know, it was 50-50. Like, it was my responsibility too. You know, the way there was two of us in it, and I didn't know any better, and I was pretty stupid, which is why I'm a singer. As you probably know, most singers are quite stupid people.
No.
Don't
be saying that. Don't put yourself
No, but I mean, I didn't
like
really have the wherewithal to figure it out until now, unfortunately. So I've been doing it for 30 years. But yeah, no, I'm quite pleased that, you know, there's more of a focus on music. So hopefully
because that's what you're in it for, and you're really, you're really brilliant at it.
I know, it would be good to stay out of trouble. You know.
I know, that's all right. We can get into trouble as long as nobody knows about it.
Well, it'd be great to get in more of that kind of trouble, actually.
Speaking of getting into trouble... Which
is why I want to hang out with you.
We can get into trouble quietly.
Excellent.
Without any like everybody else. Yeah.
Definitely.
Speaking of kind of stories and getting into trouble, I know you've been hounding people to get you to write a book for ages, but you're doing something... You're doing something at the moment.
Well, I have this section on my website which is just musings. Well, actually, the title changes depending on my hormone level throughout the month because it talks a lot. It talks a lot about menstruation, you know, which is a big issue. When you're 47 years of age, menstruation is a major issue. So sometimes.
Are you proud of it?
Well, it's a bit of a pain in the. It's like you know. But anyway, no. So usually the title of the thing is musings. So there's a guy, basically wants me to publish a bit of a book of musings. So it's just musings.
You have a daughter.
I do.
You have 3 boys, don't you, and a girl?
I have 4 children that I know of. There may be more. So, there might be more because I was a bit wild in my youth, wasn't I, Paul? I was.
You and Paul know each other very well, don't you?
Well, not that well.
And your daughter, somebody was telling me, Electric Picnic, got up and joined you and was singing with you. And they said it was a really gorgeous moment.
Yeah, she's a brilliant singer, my daughter. She's brilliant. So I'm building a real tall tower so that she won't get into show business.
Would you not like her to?
I really would not. I'd be afraid, which I shouldn't. I should let go of the fears, isn't it? That's the thing you're supposed to do. I would be slightly afraid for her, yeah.
Would you?
She doesn't want to be a singer. She just likes singing for the laugh. She wants to be a writer, like, but I would be afraid for her, but maybe I need to let go of that. But I'm tempted to build a big Rapunzel tower.
But probably if you tell her to really do it, she won't. Whereas if you tell her don't do it,
I just, you know what it is? I'm afraid she'd deal with a whole lot of shite for being my daughter. That people would project the same shit onto her, and she's so sensitive and everything. Of course, I'd want to smash everyone's face in if they upset her.
That's a natural instinct, though, as a parent, isn't it?
That would be terrible.
Yeah, you want it, because I have a little girl, and I don't think I'd mind if she got into it. I think if you have a child, there's pros and cons to, you know, probably do her favours in some way by being your daughter, and then in others it wouldn't, because everybody has
Sinead O'Connor's daughters. Do you a lot of favours. If you're Imelda May's daughters.
You're selling yourself short, Sinead, big time. So, blues. Me and you start talking about Chicago. Is it mostly Chicago?
Yeah, it is really. Yeah.
Have you been to Chess Recording Studios?
I've been outside the door. It was Sunday and I couldn't get in.
Are you joking?
I was outside the door and I couldn't believe how little they did with it. I couldn't believe they've not really done anything.
You just can't find it. I went to Chicago. The first place I went was Chess Recording Studios. It's like the mecca for blues, and I got in. I was very lucky, but you wouldn't know it was there, and I couldn't find it. And you're walking down the street asking people in the area, thinking it's going to be.
There's nothing.
Like, there's hardly anything, but you go in and you can feel it in the walls. It's brilliant, though. We'll have to have a chat. We were saying about all the blues records and all that. I'm absolutely mad
I
about.
definitely want to come round your house, because I was reading a blues magazine and you said all the same records were exactly my favourite records. So I want to come round your house, definitely.
So therefore you have very good taste, like me.
I don't know. But no, you don't really often meet people that are that, you know, mental about music or that addicted to music. Do you know what I mean? You don't meet people who can't sleep because of records. Do you know what I mean?
It's real nice. It is an addiction, big time, and sometimes it isolates you a little bit. You know, when you're younger as well, and everybody's going out and you're playing records that everybody hates. You know, I think most musicians are nerds in a way. Yeah. You know, because you sit in and you're completely focused on that.
Yeah, and also your job is your social life, so you're inclined to be a bit isolated when you're not working, isn't it? It can be an isolated job. It's kind of like being a writer, only not as bad, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I'm delighted that you did come out of your house and that you are socialising and that you're going to do some songs later, because I can't wait to hear them live. Thanks very much for coming.